20 years ago, you had less money, slower internet, a smaller phone, maybe no phone. You rotated the same 3 pairs of jeans, and yet, somehow, the end of the month felt less suffocating. Now you earn more, you have more, and yet there's this low-grade pressure that never fully lifts. Like you're running, but the finish line keeps moving. You're not imagining it, and you're not weak. Something structural is happening, and it has a name most people never hear. The thing about progress is that it doesn't arrive evenly. When a factory automates, one worker now does what 10 did before. Output explodes, costs collapse. Your television, your shoes, your phone, all of them get cheaper in real terms every decade. This is the part of progress everyone celebrates. But there's another category. Teaching your child, treating your illness, fixing the pipe behind your wall. These things cannot be made faster without destroying what makes them valuable. A good doctor cannot diagnose 40 patients an hour. A good teacher cannot genuinely reach 100 students at once. The output is the human attention itself. You can't compress it. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Workers move between sectors. A young person choosing between a factory job and a nursing job will go where the money is. So wages in both sectors rise together. They have to, otherwise nobody becomes a nurse. But the factory justified that wage increase with 10 times the output. The hospital justified nothing. It just had to match. So the hospital charges you more, the school charges you more, the plumber charges you more. Not because they got greedier, because the other half of the economy got dramatically more productive and dragged everyone's wages upward with it. You are paying for progress you didn't personally receive. That's the Baumol Effect. And here's the counterintuitive part that nobody talks about. It's not a malfunction. William Baumol himself, and later Alex Tabarrok, argued this is actually what a successful economy looks like from the inside. When productivity surges in manufacturing and tech, it lifts wages everywhere, including in sectors that did nothing to earn it. That's genuinely good. But the gains land in some hands. The costs land in everyone's lap. The software engineer whose company automated 1,000 jobs sees his income double. The nurse, dragged up in wages by that same market pressure, costs the hospital more. The hospital bills the patient. That patient is almost never the software engineer. US healthcare was 5% of GDP in 1960. Today, it's 18%. Education costs have outpaced inflation for decades. These aren't industries run by villains. They're industries where human time is the product, and human time gets more expensive as everything else gets cheaper. So why does your life feel harder, even though the world got richer? Because the things that got cheaper, you already had enough of them. You don't need a cheaper television. You need a doctor. You need your kid educated. You need the plumber. Progress cut the price of everything you needed less of, and raised the price of everything you cannot live without. That's not a coincidence. That's the geometry of uneven productivity in a market economy. Nobody designed it to hurt you, it just does. The Baumol Effect has no villain. That's what makes it so hard to fight, and that's exactly why it keeps winning. This is ScratchTheNomics.